The Local 4 defenders uncovering new information about the drunk driving crash involved an on-duty Detroit firefighter. We're also getting a better idea of the timeline of events following that crash of a Detroit fire engine into a parked car.
Yeah, Detroit Fire Department admits a firefighter was driving drunk on an emergency run this past Sunday. But Detroit police confirmed to Local 4 defenders the DFD did not report the incident to them until Wednesday, which happens to be the day the defenders started asking questions about it. Meantime, Sean Lay hearing from sources inside the fire department who say that drinking on the job is far from a rare occurrence.
As this controversy rages on about an on-duty Detroit firefighter driving drunk behind the wheel of a fire engine, now some Detroit firefighters are coming forward to the Local 4 defenders with what they know about so-called on-duty drinking. And our Local 4 legal analyst says the whole thing could be opening the city up to some big-time legal problems.
It's horrifying. Those rigs are like tanks.
Local 4 legal analyst Neil Rockine reacting to a Detroit firefighter driving drunk on the way to an emergency this past Sunday night. He says the entire crew, of course, has to be ready to save lives, and the driver of the rig has to be absolutely sharp.
Anyone driving one of those trucks, which is like a missile, is compromised in some way, shape, or form by the consumption of alcohol. Then they're putting additional people at risk.
Detroit firefighters are constantly on the run, constantly saving lives and property and having to deal with so much stress. And members of the firefighters union says this one incident does not show that the department has an alcohol problem. But now, on-duty firefighters, their identities confirmed by the Local 4 defenders reaching out to us to say, quote, I am a firefighter for the city of Detroit. All of the information is completely correct. We need a change as a department. Our guys are routinely drunk on calls. Another confirmed Detroit firefighter writes, I am not saying all firefighters are bad, but they have a lot who party at work. The department's new chief, Robert Shinsky, we're told he's heading up the investigation into the firefighter driving drunk, but members of his own department point out Shinsky was suspended from the department in 2017 after being caught on camera parking a Detroit fire vehicle outside of a bar in Dearborn and entering the bar. Local 4 tried to ask Shinsky about that incident back then.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Detroit's fire commissioner vows to investigate the retirement and promotions party at Engine 50 last Sunday that led to the firefighter driving drunk. Neil Rockine says the city is opening itself up to big-time legal trouble if it has known about on-duty drinking and hasn't addressed the alleged problem.
The fact that you're uncovering this now, that you're exposing it, and it's gotten to you, that doesn't mean it's new. That most likely means that it's reached such a crescendo that it's bubbling over the top.
It's also important to point out that Fire Commissioner Eric Jones says he wants to do an environmental study of Engine 50 where that party was held to find out if there's a culture of drinking, what's causing it, and to put a stop to it. Sean Lay, Local 4 Defenders.